Good morning, students, parents, and my dear colleagues. Welcome to Student Induction Program, Day 13. Today, our resource person is Sandhya Madam, Mahatma Gandhi National Council for Rural Education, Hyderabad. She is an EC member of Institute of Electronics and Telecommunications, Hyderabad Center. Sandhya Madam holds BTech degree from EC branch and MTech from VLSI Designing. She is currently pursuing PhD degree from JNTU, Hyderabad. She worked as assistant professor in 2 reputed colleges in Hyderabad. She established Teaching Learning Center and Center for Engineering Education Development. She is selected as Indo-Universal Collaborative Committee for Engineering Education Leader. She received the title of ING PIED IGIP in the form of a certificate, which indicates the educational level for a teacher as per IGIP guidelines, which is an international society. She received Top Social Learner Award from WICSET. He also received a certificate of completion of IUCE International Engineering Educator Certification. She published and presented research articles at World Engineering Education Forum. She received an award for successful participation in the project called Gentle. She conducted many FDP programs and workshops. Now, she is going to talk about social entrepreneurship. Thank you, madam. Thank you for accepting our invitation. Please go ahead, madam.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Pavan Kumar Garu. Very good morning to all the respected members from Matrashri Engineering College, Chairman, Secretary, Principal, and all the HODs of all the departments. Vishnu sir, Aruna ma'am, Dr. Pavan sir. Good morning, and most respected parents and dear students. Warm welcome to a session on social entrepreneurship. Okay. So, as I mentioned, as mentioned by Pavan sir, I am also from engineering background, but have chosen the field of rural education. Okay. So, if you go in detail, there is no linkage between the engineering and the rural education and projects or the research what I am doing now. But that means identification of our competency levels. Okay, so what I can do, and before that, what I can do, we need to pursue on, or we need to do a deep observation of competencies of our own selves. Right? So all the social entrepreneurship are what we are going to discuss for next 2 hours. We'll talk or we'll concentrate or we'll focus on these competencies of our own individual. Okay, why I am stressing upon competencies of our own individuals is based on the competencies identified, we can go ahead. Whatever, maybe after 4 years, if I see all of you, many students are here. So many are here. The Sai, Lalit, and Nikit, Lalita, Venu. Many of the students are here. I can see few of you are here. So maybe after 4 years, your chosen area will be different. Maybe Sai may choose MNCs or the coding, or Lalita may choose something other, whatever, based on her or his competencies. You're going to choose your own profession, or you're going to choose your own job choice, or entrepreneur choices also. It does not mean that after 4 years only you need to go with the MNCs, even if you like it or no. No, it is not the case. We need to identify our own competencies, whether Nikit is good at coding or not, or whether Lalita is good at some communication skills, or whatever domains you choose, or some Nikit is good at your chosen departments or branches maybe varies from one to other, right? So based on your chosen branch, you need to identify your competency. Again and again and again, I'm stressing on competency because you are freshman engineers. So now, if I am correct, this is your 14th day of your engineering, right? So if you can identify your competency at right time, right, maybe at the end of your first year, and it is very very good if you are able to identify after 15 days, right? So competency levels is very, very important. That is, where can I fit? What is my strength? So which area of this I can achieve, like whatever I want. So that identification of areas and your skills is very, very important. And always remember, after engineering, there is no such compulsion that we need to go only for job, or there is no such compulsion that we need to go only with the coding, and there is no such compulsion that we need to go with some entrepreneur skills. No, it depends on your individual skills and competencies. That is what we are going to pursue today within this 2 hours time allotted for us. And if anything is there, we'll discuss individual. We will have some sort of interaction, and in between, if anyone maybe the professors mentioned that this is going to broadcast through YouTube also. The YouTube viewers, the other students, parents, or the respected professors, everyone, if you are having any doubt, you can please text in, or you can text there, and the other organizers will help me out reaching your questions and answers in the chat box. So with this brief instructions, we'll get into the topic social entrepreneurship. Okay. So before going this, just I wanted to know what actually entrepreneurship is. What do you mean? You can type in the chat box. That is no issue at all. What is this? So entrepreneurship is. So first, let us discuss on entrepreneurship. Then we'll go into what is social entrepreneurship. Okay. What is this entrepreneurship is? Anyone help me out by typing? You can type in your YouTube. Yes, I've received some response. Starting own business. Yes, Raghunath. Excellent. Anyone would like to add some point to Raghunath? Yes, starting own business is entrepreneurship. Perfect. Any other friends would like to add any point to Raghunath? What he mentioned is 100% correct. Any other points would like to add? Yes, Nana? Yeah, Venkata Kalyan Reddy. They help influence the new generation students. Excellent. Taking up business in hope of profit. Yes, Kathy. Perfect. Attempts to make profits. Attempts to make profits. Yes. Yeah. Any other point you would like to add? Yes, 100% you are in line. Yes, Nana. Okay, business skills. Okay, perfect. Starting from Raghunath to Haripriya, we have a couple of responses. All the responses focuses that entrepreneurship is some kind of own activity or own business. Obviously, when we are starting the business, our main agenda is to get some profits. No doubt about it. In hope of, yes, process of creating new enterprise. Yeah, Kathy, fine. And other is Venkata Kalyan, the influence of new generation students. Yes. So we wanted to start a new business to influence not only students, but it can be anything. You can influence your own society, or you can influence your own community, you can influence your own campus, right? At expecting some profits, right? Of course, not only expecting some profits, but also we wanted to contribute something, right? It is not even these days, of course, this entrepreneurship is going in another way in engineering. We call the term startups, right? So what is the major objective of startup is like, you are identifying some problem, and for that problem, the startup guys are giving some solution which is useful to the, whichever the community we choose. It can be student community. Very good morning, Nana. It can be student community, it can be business community, it can be any community. It can be useful to the whichever the community we choose. It can be useful to the whichever the community we choose. It can be useful to the whichever the community we choose. It can be student community, very good morning, Nana. It can be student community, or it can help the campus, or it can help our own house also. If you go through the innovative ideas which we are like experiencing day by day, even home appliances also there, right? If we can control our all our home appliances by sitting in our college or office, right? So that is really a great innovative idea. If that is success, many of us, like where both the husband and wife are working, they will depend completely on that remote control, because that really works out and helps us, a woman like me, because I don't know, while going to the office in a hurry, I not even remember that whether I have switched off my fans or lights, whether my gas is off, or whether my AC is running or off. These all, like, it creates some sort of pressure in me when I reach my office, right? If I can control and everything with my hands, then that is really happy for me, right? Being a working woman, and there is no need to go back and think that whether I have switched off my fans and lights. That really gives me a great solution, right? So such kind of innovative ideas, it can be like anything: home appliances, campus applications, or whatever. Your student community also, there are many such solutions you can come up, right? So that is what the entrepreneurship is. Entrepreneurship is coming up with your own business idea and expecting some profits. There is no doubt about it, right? Expecting some profits, but also we should be ready to take the risk, right? Business is not that easy. Like, okay, if I am going to office for 30 days, I can go and I can get my salary, whatever it can be, 10,000, 20,000, 1 lakh or 2 lakhs. But business is not like that, right? So we need to, like, some this will be there, the pressure or some risk will be there, right? I hope my screen is visible, right? Oh,
Yes, madam, it is visible.
thank you, sir. I'm Tuti Sandhya, senior person from MGNCRE. Today's agenda, whatever we are going to discuss for next 2 hours, will go on like this. So already we have started with what is entrepreneurship and who will be the entrepreneurs. And a couple of our friends have given excellent answers, starting with business idea, expecting some profits, new generation ideas for the student startups, everything excellent, right? And we will also see the characteristics. So to become an entrepreneur, what is that we need to follow, right? And what are all the advantages to an individual? Not only to an individual, we will also look that to nation. If we are going to become the entrepreneur, then what will be the advantages to our nation? Because these days we are coming up with a slogan, make in India concept, right? We don't want to go with other country brands, we wanted to come up with our own country brands, right? So how we can achieve that, how India can achieve that make in India concept, when most of the youth, the generations, like the students like you, are taking part, are coming up with innovative ideas, are coming up with solutions for practical problems which the country India is facing, right? So then we can stand for the make in India concept. That also we will see, right? And what is this entrepreneurial process? Yes, Raghunath or Haripriya, Kathy, everyone wanted to come up with some sort of business, right? So coming out of some sort of business, what is the process we need to follow, right? Yes, out of thousand people are thinking that they wanted to come up with some idea, but only few, the success rate is like only few, like maybe 80, 70 or 60 members are becoming are successful entrepreneurs. So what is the difference, what is the process? That also we will see today, right? And stages of entrepreneurship, that also we will go, what to do, how to do, and what are the measures to be taken, and final outcome how we will get, and what are the different types will be there, everything we will see, right? And then we will go with some case studies, because specifically we wanted to focus on social entrepreneurship, right? Of course we have different types of entrepreneurship, but still we wanted to focus on social entrepreneurship, because we wanted to contribute something back to the society. When the term social comes, it is about the social movements, social activities that comes with the society or the community where you are living. It need not be like you need to go to the some corner villages and do. No need. Wherever you are staying, if you really wanted to give some practical solutions, you wanted to become a social entrepreneur, then you can choose your campus as the model for you. Study your campus, do some analysis, and whatever solution you can give, it can be a coding part, it can be some startup area, it can be whatever. But we can take our campus as a main platform. So even our home also will help us. You can take your home as your platform, and what are the resources available at home, or what are the resources available in campus. So with these resources, what can I do, and what are the problems existing. So this mapping, if we can do in any kind of area, 100% you'll be success. First and foremost thing is, need to identify resources available to you or to me. What are the resources available to me to do particular work, or to implement particular activity, right? If I can identify these are my resources available at my home, or these are my resources available at my campus, or these are the resources available at my nearby community or nearby area, then with the available resources, what we can do, or how we can give solution to the existing problem. If we can map these two, 100% success. There is no need to worry that what I have to do, what's happening to my life. No need to worry all this. Remember, dear friends, if we can identify what are the things available, what is the existing problem, and what we need to do, and how I can use these available resources to give solution to this problem. That's all. Your problem is solved, you are happy, I was happy, and I am happy, right? That, like that. So that mapping is very, very, very important, Nana. That is what we need to do, right? And also at the end, we will see some case studies. Okay, the people like us, the students like you, and teachers like me, Pavan sir, Vishnu sir, Aruna ma'am, any ma'am, or even people like your parents, right? So with the help of all this, what they have achieved, you will not believe. A small initiations have given a greater results. That also we will see, right? So we will go with one or two case studies, and based on the time availability, if time permits, we'll go more. If not, also don't worry, I'll share a few case studies with Dr. Pavan and Vishnu and Arunaji, so that they can share with you. Okay, right. So this is the agenda for today's whatever session we are going to deal. Okay, right. This already we have covered. You as an entrepreneur, what does it mean? So now we have a couple of answers: that business, profit, and giving some new ideas to the new generation students, right? Exactly. So the entrepreneur is nothing but like it is a philosophy to process some basic innovative ideas. And also remember that uh, I believe I believe that the present generation students are creative thinkers, right? 100% I believe that. There is no doubt about it. The students are the younger generation, are the freshman engineering guys who are here in this part of the session. Every one of you are innovative thinkers, and you have a creative mind, creative thought process. There is no doubt about it. Okay, so with that is really a God-given gift, or maybe the approach or the practice you have since your childhood, right? But these generation students, the present generation students, we call them as a millennium learners. All of you are the millennium learners, and your grasping capacity, your thinking capacity, and your innovativeness, it is really excellent, right? So with all this, your grasping capacity, your creative thinking, and your innovative in ideas implementation, if we can combine all these to come up with some new generation ideas, which helps students, which helps campus, which helps the community, then there is no doubt we will be successful 100%. So that is what entrepreneurship is looking for. If we can put all these three in a right way, your grasping power, your creative thinking, implementation of your innovativeness. If these three we can put in a line, then we can do wonders, right? So that we are going to focus today, and in that sense also we are going to have some case studies. Okay. So this is all. Entrepreneurship is all these definitions are given by your friends, right? It is like business taking at own risk and also financial investment, right? If it is like a job kind of thing, or if you are depending on others, then what happens? At the end of the month, 31st, salary will be credited, or whatever you are doing, some that you will have immediate outcomes, right? But when you are coming for this entrepreneurship or business, in our words, it will not give you immediate results, dear friends. It will not give you immediate results. Right? If I am starting with some sort of business, then I need to wait at least 5 years. After 5 years only, I need to expect some outcome. Right? So till that time, at least for first 1.5 year, don't judge anything on our businesses, whatever we are starting. At least for 1.5 year. At least for 1.5 year, let it go the way it is going on. So that is what we need to focus on, right? So what happens these days? Yes, I am ready to come up with some business. I have this idea, that idea. I will go with the coding. I'll go with this motherboard design, and I'll go with cell phone readiness and everything. But what's happening? The disadvantage is within 6 months, again we are closing our shutters. How can we judge a business within 6 months? No, right? We need to wait for some time. Getting idea and implementation strategy itself has taken 1 year of time. I wanted to start a business today, but starting of the business, the practical business will happen only after 1 year. So implementing particular idea has taken 1 year of time. And how can we expect within 6 months everything to come back? No, that will not happen. That is what the risk process. So we need to wait at least minimum 1.5 year. Then after 1.5 year, you will start enjoying your fruits. That is what the social risk we will have. Social risk will be there. Everyone may say, already I have informed, I know this fellow is not capable of doing this, but still they have started all this business and all. What nonsense these people are doing. So yes, they will, because what happens? Oh, only speaking out. I can speak anything, right? But as a practical implementer of this business, I need to think again. What is that I need to focus on, right? So that we need to think. Always remember, dear friends, entrepreneurship is all about risk taking. Of course, you will get your profits. Of course, you will enjoy more than what you have expected. But we need to wait for 5 years to enjoy all the pulps of your fruits, right? So that is what we need to keep in mind, dear friends, right? Would you want to become an entrepreneur? Why? Anyone? I'm sorry. Okay. What are the reasons why you wanted to become an entrepreneur? Just I'll go back to chat box to see your answers. Why any of you have planned to become an entrepreneur? If so, why? Why you wanted to start with your business? You can type, or you can unmute, you can share. Okay, I'll share my experience. I wanted to become an entrepreneur to have my own independence. Like in every decision, I don't want to I don't want this bossism. One boss should come to me and instruct me, and what the hell you are doing. No, I don't want to get all those frustrations. That is the reason I wanted to become an entrepreneur. Yes, I have a response from Kalyan Reddy. I just want to do work under someone's brand. Yes, that is what I'm also explaining, Kalyan Reddy. So I don't want to work under someone. Yes, excellent. And any other points? Too ambitious. Yeah, correct, Navya. Any other points? Even in another way, we wanted to come up with our own ideas. That gives much satisfaction, when I have the idea of doing this to become successful in society. Yes, great. The ability to improve standards of living and create wealth. Excellent, Manichandan. Ability to improve standards of living, right? Improve standards of living and create wealth. Perfect. That is really uh, excited answer, Manichandan. To resourceful, yes, perfect, Navya. Yes, we want it to be resourceful. We don't want to depend on any other and don't want to work under someone, right? Excellent. So even the answer shows that you control your own destiny. Exactly. Whatever we wanted to do, whatever we have planned, that we can implement, right? So today, as an entrepreneur, I have decided to do this particular work, to do activity. I have written on a sheet, right? So as an entrepreneur, yes, 100% I can implement this. There is no doubt about it. And the effort will be serious because it's my own work. It's not someone's, like it is not assigned by someone. It is my own work. I am responsible, right? And also, of course, there is a risk, but the self satisfaction is like because it's our own risk. Even the risk is like we like it because we wanted to do it. Adventure is also the same, right? We know that risk is there. Trekking is a risk activity, but still we do. Why? Ultimate, we wanted to get some joy out of that. Only that is the reason we go for a trekking, right? Or any other activity, adventures you are doing, that is out of that, whatever outcome we are expecting, for that outcome, that satisfaction, we are going with that activity because even if we know that it is a risky process, right? So that is what the entrepreneur, we will have our own destiny. And one Manichandan has correctly mentioned, change of the world, wealth, and something to society, right? Our values we will have, our talent we will use in a perfect way, which we have designed, right? So in the slide, this image also shows us, right? So employee versus entrepreneur, right? So if it is employee, like we might have planned something at 6 a.m. in the morning, but as soon as we reach to the office or as soon as we reach to the field, there may be some change. It happened to me many a times. Many times I have like come back from the airport also. As my boss instructed, just to stop your travel, come back and you need to do other work. Right? So that happened to me like many times. Like first time like, I've got frustration like anything. And I have prepared mentally to go this and to do this and have a plan for 5 days program and everything. But why again boss is calling back? I don't know. Right? So that is like that it happens. Just I'm sharing a few practical experiences of mine, right? And also we will have support, like it is our wish. I wanted to do this, and the community also I will build up who is in the same line with. If really I wanted to go with some electronic gadget, before starting with my entrepreneurship, I will search who and all are already there in this line and what all that research says about what is that I need to go ahead, or what is that do's and don'ts, like everything will be there. So I will have a support from the same sort of community people, that is same sort of entrepreneurship ideals people. So with their support, I can do whatever I wanted to do, right? Of course, income, again, it will be in our hands only. But always remember those who are wanted to start up your own startup, or who wanted to start your own business. Remember that we need to wait at least 1.5 years now. Before 1.5 years, don't even expect a single pie out of your business. It can be any kind of business, or it can be any kind of activity, or the entrepreneurship you are starting. Okay, so first 5 years is like a like we need to wait. Many experiences you will get during this first 1 to 5 years of time. So that we need to wait. Okay, and even the survey says that employee satisfaction is very very less. Right? If you see here, the employee satisfaction is 44 percentage in the companies where 50 employees are there. If you see from 50 to 999 employees of company, you can find the survey says that 31 percentage of employees are satisfied, and if it is more than 28 percentage of employees are satisfied. So just think over, what about the other 72 percentage here? Right? What about the other 69 percentage here? They're not satisfied. Maybe these are all maybe their reasons. They may be stressed up. They might have planned something and execution is something. And this, of course, when the things are changing, the seriousness will also be reduces. Right? Maybe the kind of support we are getting in the company or with our own colleagues and all, that all will affect. Right? So due to all these reasons, the survey says that at max 44 percentages of employees are satisfied, right, with whatever they are doing. It is not about the financial transactions, it is about our own satisfaction, right? So the survey says this, right? So advantages, why we need to go with the entrepreneurship and what it gives it to an individual. As I mentioned, we are going to see the individual, and also we are going to see how it helps to the nation. So if you observe to an individual, it gives the self-employment. Yes, I'm very happy that I'm doing my work, and also I am able to generate employment opportunities to at least, even if we are able to give employment opportunity at least for 5 members, that satisfaction is completely different better. So that we need to think. So self-employment and employment for our near and dear. Obviously, when we are starting with a business, we will take the help of our near and dear, maybe friends, maybe relatives, maybe family members, right? So directly we are going to give them employment also. That is another satisfaction we will get, right? And next generations also. If really you might have seen the generation will go with the same kind of business. If I can establish my business in a strong way, that may gives at least more 4 or 5 generations the same career opportunity, right? So that the next generations also get a career opportunity out of this. And this is very important, freedom to use own ideas, innovation and creativity. If I feel, yes, this gives the result, I'm doing some coding, I need to get some accuracy, more accuracy, then these are what I can change. Even whatever the hardware cost, whatever the loss is there, also we will not bother, because we wanted to execute our innovativeness. We wanted to at least check our creativity, right? So that gives much satisfaction. So we can go with any sort of research in our own wish, right? Unlimited income. This will happen only after 5 years, as repeatedly I'm mentioning, because don't expect the results immediately. Okay, so after 1.5 year, you can expect whatever you have invested back, right? And after 5 years, no need. If you have established a platform in first 5 years, your work is done. Your next generations and their generations also can enjoy your freedom. But remember, first 5 years are very, 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 very crucial and important. We need to take the interest, dedication, commitment also the same way, right? It is not just opening a shop will give you profits. No, we need to work even in that shop. We need to be there in the shop for as many hours. Then only it gives you the solution, right? And we need to address the challenges of customers. Whatever idea you're going to implement, don't worry. But we need to have the competency of addressing the challenges. Okay, that we need to build up, right? And these two are independence and satisfaction. Yes, if I am self-employable, obviously I will be very happy and I am satisfied, right? And to the nation, as I focused earlier, we are going to work on this Make in India concept. we wanted to use. And even if any one of you knows about new educational policy 2020, which is approved in July 2020, the new educational policy also focuses on vocational education and all the self-employability opportunities, which triggers to Make in India concept. Right? So this Make in India concept we can achieve through our own entrepreneurship. Okay, so provides larger employment, yes, obviously, and then wider distribution of wealth. One of our friend rightly focused, Manichandan rightly focused that there will be a great wealth profit, right? And that wealth profit will be after 5 to 6 years only. Okay, right? Mobilizes the local resources, skills, and savings. So this is what I was focusing before starting with my presentation. Understanding the local available resources. That is very, very, very important. Whatever business you wanted to do, whatever startup you wanted to come up with, first understand, do a little research on local resources. Right? So here I'll quote a simple example or simple case study. Let us consider in a village, right? Cloth merchant only. Cloth merchant is also a bigger business, right? So cloth merchant only. So in village, what kind of fabric or what kind of material we need to take? Generally, saris or other regular usage, whatever they are using. That understanding their need, right? What exactly our customers, that is, what exactly my villages are in need, or what kind of cultural habit they have, and what sort of cloth they will wear. That all I need to do little research, right? So if I am taking to that particular village skirts, minis, t-shirts, and 3x4 jeans, that will work out for me? No, right? Because the cultural habit of the village is different. My village is different. So there, 80% of the women will go with a sari, and maybe again in the sari, maybe different fabric they may use. So that need I need to understand when I am coming up with a business idea. Right? If not, I don't want to think anything. But as if the this is updated, the people are updating. I wanted to uh, go with the skirts, t-shirts, and whatever 3x4 torn jeans, that jeans, this jeans, whatever 6 jab, 7 jab, 8 jab. If I'm taking all this material by investing 10 lakhs, let us get. Suppose I'm investing some 10 lakhs. Okay, what happens there? I will be in loss because my cultural habit of my village is not that. The cultural habit of my village is wearing of saris, or they will go with some traditional dresses like chudidars or Punjabis, or if it is the case of boys, some kurti pajama, something based on their occasions, right? But they will not go with the skirts, mini skirts, and this 3x4 and all. In that case, what happens? I need to, like, I'll be going with a loss because I did not do any research over there. What kind of cloth or what is the cultural habit of my village is. So we need to understand the local resources available, and also we need to do little research, at least a minimum research, whether our idea will be acceptable or not. Wherever, if you are going in a gated community also, the gated community habits or culture may be different, right? So if now let us consider according to your views. Now the 4G generation is going on, right? The fourth generation is what we are using today. So because of 4G only, today we all are able to connect through this Google Meet and this and that, right? Let us consider I wanted to implement only 2G at a gated community where the people are already using 4G. What happens again to me? It will be utter flop or big failure to me, right? So that is what, understand the local conditions. Whatever idea you wanted to implement, there is no doubt, hats off to your idea. Okay, but we need to link up with the local needs, whether my idea is useful to my community or whether my idea is acceptable in my campus. whether my idea is acceptable by my villagers, right? And whether it will be useful to these people. When it is useful to these people, then only you will get whatever profit you are expecting, right? So this is what local resources and skills and savings. This you need to focus more. Whenever we wanted to come up with some entrepreneurship ideas, first and foremost thing is understand, understand what is the need and which place you wanted to implement that and what is the idea you have. If the need and idea matches, perfect. No need to get back and see all these laws, profit and everything. If your idea matches with the needs of the place where you wanted to start up, then done. You're done. Your work is done, 100% success. And after 4 or 5 years, you will come to Dr. Pawan and Vishnu sir and Arna ma'am. And also, if possible, to me also at least through online, you will inform me, yes, I'm an achiever. Today I can do this because I've understood the local resources and I've understood the needs of the people. So based on the needs of the people only, I have generated my idea. So I'm successful today. Like that, you will come to us after 5 years. Okay, so that is what we need to understand. And always remember, whatever I'm talking is not only for business implementation, dear friends. You can interlink this talk or these sentences or these words to any kind of situation. Even you can link up with your examination also. Maybe in couple of months, maybe 3 months or 3.5 months or 4 months, your semester exams will come, right? So what is that we need to do for semester exam? Right? We will go through the syllabus and what are the important points, that only we will go and we will write, right? If you are not going with that particular syllabus, in line with the syllabus, what happens? We will have 0 credits, right? So that is what is the need there and what is our idea and how to match these two, that we need to think about. Okay, right? And who can be an entrepreneur? Okay, so as I mentioned, there is no compulsion that 100% of you need to be the entrepreneurs, or 100% of you need not to be the employees of some MNCs. Okay, but the people or the person sorry, who can take risks and ability to work hard. This always we need to remember, right? Just setting up the entrepreneurship or coming up with the idea for the startup will not make you successful entrepreneur. What makes you successful entrepreneur is utilizing each and every opportunity to make your business or to make your startup will give you success. Utilizing a minor opportunity, okay? It need not like, okay, just I wanted to showcase my startup only at higher places. No, whichever the opportunity you will get in the way, it can be anyone. If I am coming to you, you can show it to me. This is my startup, this is my idea, this is what I wanted to implement. I mean, out of our experience, we may add you something. That is also a greatest point to your startup. So utilize every opportunity, the minor opportunities also. It may lead our startup or entrepreneurship idea to be great success, right? So this hard working is required, and financial strength obviously need for the achievement. Always we should feel it is our own responsibility. Entrepreneurship or startup which I have taken is my own baby. How your parents have like taken risk to make you today this MECA student. It is not that easy, right? They might have sacrificed so many things to give you a good future. Maybe this is a dream of your parent. He or she wanted to study at MECS, but due to some other reasons, they might have not got some opportunity like this, right? So that they wanted to give it to you, right? So that everyone should feel it is responsibility, our own responsibility. If anyone coming with a startup, you feel that the startup is your own baby, that ownership you take, then only we can do. There is no like give up for parents, right? Never parents will give up. Whatever they can do, they will do, right? Even if their financial system is not supporting, also they will not give up to give a bright future to their own baby, right? Similar way, whatever startup we wanted to come up, you feel that startup or your entrepreneurship idea is your own baby, and struggle hard and work hard to make your baby to achieve something, right? So today, whatever you're enjoying is at the sacrifice, at the compromise of all the parents. Maybe my case also. Today, I'm sitting here and talking with you is a behind it many like sacrifices of compromise of my mother might be there, my father might be there, right? It is not that easy coming from a corner of the village and sitting here and talking with you, right? So behind that, many of them have worked very hard. So like that, we need to feel the startup or the entrepreneurship idea or whatever business we are taking, that is our own baby. So how much care we'll take for our own baby? That much care we need to focus for our entrepreneurship idea. That much care and that much hard work and that much responsibility we need to take, ownership. Then there is no doubt better. After 5 years, I'm 100% damn sure that you will be a successful entrepreneur. Utilize every minor opportunity. That attitude we should have. Okay? And stimulation by feedback. This is very important. I'll come to you. You will explain me some idea. Yes, Sandhya, this is what my idea. I wanted to implement this. There is no guarantee that I will give you 100% positive feedback, right? There is a chance. Why you are wasting your time? This idea may not be implementable. And also, I may inform to other friend also, why this fellow is wasting his or her own time. Anyhow, this will not be implementable. Like when you are coming up with your startups or business, remember to your friends, always take critical feedback, and that critical feedback you take it as a challenge. Okay, then we can come up with some other idea, some other solution. That is what we need to build up as an entrepreneur, as a startup owner, or whatever you wanted to do as a team leader. Maybe after 7 years or 8 years, many of you may be team leaders of some certain national or international projects, right? So as a team lead, as a startup owner, as a business owner, we need to have this attitude. Always take critical feedback as a challenge for you, and don't even think negative about that fellow. That's okay. He or she helped us, right? So many of you might have seen. I remember this movie, some ISRO movie. A woman, Vidya Balan, has worked as a major role, right? With the puri making, she has implemented one idea. I am not getting that movie name. Okay, so there, that
Mission Mangal.
Mission Mangal, exactly. Thank you. So in Mission Mangal, what happens? Actually, they have tried for a crores of rupees project that is failed, right? And while she is doing some puri, she will get some idea of like, why can't we ignite this once again, right? You know, that concept has success like anything. And during that process, if you have observed in the movie, there are many challenges from day one. Their director or their chairman directly said that there is no funds allotted for this. You know, for that, what is the idea she have given? For Chandrayaan, there is some wastage of material is there, which we haven't opened, which we haven't, like some wastage material is there. That wastage material I will use for my project and will get it success. So that is the challenge the team has taken. And during the launch of the day also, the environment has not supported to them. But still, end of the day, they are success. And after that, the hero says to the opponent that you are the key person who gave me the challenge. The opponent, when they have shared the idea, the opponent has criticized them like anything. Hey, what this puri concept you are using to launch the satellite? What rubbish you are talking? What the hell you are going to do? So in every situation, he used to give some they have given very less number of manpower also to them. No, but still they have succeeded because all the critical feedback or whatever the criticism, they have taken it as a challenge at every stage, at every level of this. Right? So with that, they could success and they have come up with excellent, the India's proud launching. That is what we need to take up. When you're coming up with startup, business or what, maybe if you're leading with a team lead role also, there will be challenges beta at every half an hour. No need to wait for half an hour. Maybe at every minute you need to face your challenges. It is not that easy that my brother, my sister, my cousin, my professor are getting 2 lakh rupees per month or 10 lakh rupees per month. The risk is also the same. A 10 lakh rupees profit out of their business. The risk they are taking is also the same level better. That is, we need to understand. Right? So we need to take it as a challenging task. Right? And very recent movie also says that. I hope most of you might have watched that Telugu movie, Akash Mein Haddu, right? Surya's movie. That is also never give up situation. His dream, and he lost everything, but still succeeded. Every minute there is every minute challenge, Rana, with the critical feedback by the people, by the venture capitalist. That is what we need to face as an entrepreneur. That is the attitude we need to have as an entrepreneur. Be ready for every minute challenge. That phasing of every minute challenge will give you scope you cannot even imagine. And if you might have seen any successful entrepreneur story, Ratan Tata ji, right? What they will tell? Previously, they have come up from the agricultural family background. Even Abdul Kalam ji. What is his story of Abdul Kalam ji? They didn't have a single pile to invest on his education. But if you see, he is the president of India. Not only president of India, but also many success stories. Right? How it is possible? Because of his positiveness. Taking every critical or taking every criticism as a challenge. Right? So that we need to adopt, that strategy or that attitude we need to adapt as a entrepreneur. Right? Then we can get damn sure, there is no doubt about it. One day you will become a successful entrepreneur. That day we will forget all these hurdles, whatever we have faced. Right? So that is what we need to build up. That attitude we need to build up day by day, year by year. Right? Ready to face any difficulty. And always think in mind that every minute I will get a new challenge. It is not over. No, it is not over. Be ready to face every minute challenge. That should be the greatest attitude of the entrepreneur. And the characteristics. Again, whatever we have discussed, it is not only the idea, innovative ideas, of course, maybe everyone will have. There is no doubt about it, because your generation is named for the innovative thinkers. You are the millennium learners, right? But the key aspects which proves you are a successful entrepreneur is we should have these three combined key personal attributes. Key personal attributes is what we have discussed till now. I should be ready to take the risk. The criticisms I should take as a challenge. Financial investments I should ready to invest. Right? And we need to wait for a minimum of 5 years to get back our results. So these are all the personal attributes. This only we can do when we have a willpower, the mind willingness, right? And then strong managerial competencies. This is what I'm focusing from last half an hour or 1 hour. Like strong managerial competencies, right? So here to understand this, I'll tell you in a easiest way. Of course, many of you might have seen this Raghunandan movie. That is what BTech movie, civil engineers, right? What he says, Amul baby. Kada. Every time he will say, "Hey, Amul baby." Why he quotes it as Amul baby? Because they don't have managerial competencies, right? So managerial competencies are like we should ready to the leadership qualities. In other words, I can say we should ready to balance all this whatever idea we have, the implementation strategies, and in between these two we need to deal with the behavioral aspects of the people, right? Whatever we wanted to implement, we wanted to deal with the behavioral aspects of the people, our attitude, our obedience may give chance to get that project successful, right? So that strong managerial competencies, right, acceptable by everyone, right? Assertiveness, and there should be like no arrogance. The good leader is good leader, right? You might have remembered many of your teachers, right? At least out of your school, you might have at least remembered 5 teachers, even if 100 teachers might have taught you, right? So out of the 100, why you have remembered only the 5 teachers in your brain very strongly? Because the way they might have approached you, or the relationship exists between you and your teacher, right? So that gives you the strong managerial competencies. We did not remember that all the 100 teachers in our mind, because these 5 teachers attracted to you in one or the other way. Maybe their behavior, maybe their language, maybe their stylish, whatever. What may links with your attitude, right? So that gives you the strong managerial competencies. That matching acceptability by everyone should be there, right? And good technical skills. Okay, if I wanted to come up with some portable device, I need to have 100% technical skills how to make the AC into portable AC, right? So when I know all the specifications, when I know all the characteristics, when I know complete coding, algorithm, all this, then only I can go with this portable device. If not, no. How can I make this size of AC into this size of AC? If I have a strong technical skills of subject, of coding, of algorithms, whatever area we have chosen, good technical skill should be there. How we can achieve this is by literature survey, by doing some research. And even yesterday we have seen some movie, Kannallu Kannalanu Doche. Then if you have observed that movie, there everything that fellow does like something like a Maya, and they will operate even a big car through their mobile without any driver. So that sort of technical skills, the sound technical skill should be there to become a successful entrepreneur. So these three together, the personal attributes, our attitude, and managerial competencies. Of course, you may get 100 out of 100 marks in the subject, but still, if you are not able to present the same in a proper manner, then it is waste of our effort, right? So that managerial competencies is required with a good, sound technical skills. Then we can become successful entrepreneur. There is no doubt about it. Okay, so to become a successful entrepreneur, I wish and I recommend all of you to read at least 6 successful entrepreneurs profiles and write what made them successful. Start with your teachers. Who is your favorite teacher and why he or she is your favorite teacher? What makes them such specific or such favorite? That you write, and then go with the entrepreneurs, whichever area you have chosen. Start writing their name and what makes them successful in their own area. So write all those. So I recommend all of you to at least search for 6 successful entrepreneurs and identify the key elements for their success. Right? So this you please practice. It is not, I am not giving any assignment, but still it is for your lifetime skill beta. All of you identify, you can identify any of the 6 entrepreneurs, or if you wanted to go with some coding knowledge and who is the best in coding. So that fellow you tag, and what makes him best in your views, what his key personal attributes are, strong managerial competencies are, and the technical skills, what sort of technical skills he is having. That you write out. Need not be the entrepreneur only, because you all are the freshman engineers. I don't want to confuse you only to go with the entrepreneurship, but whichever domain you take and whichever domain you have fixed, identify 6 best people out of the domain you have chosen. If you are from mechanical engineer, please search today only what are the products by mechanical engineering, or the areas, CAD CAM tools. If it is CAD CAM tools, which is the best tool, and why this fellow is successful than other fellows, that you write it. Similar way may for the artificial intelligence or cyber security students here. What is artificial intelligence and who is the successful person in artificial intelligence? You might come up with at least 3 to 4 names, and what made them success today. That you write it out. Right? And don't consider it as an assignment. Please take it as your regular habit. Whichever domain you choose, there is no doubt about it. Whatever you choose, but search for the role model. Who is the best in this domain? And what made them the best? That you write it on a paper. Okay? That writing on a paper will give you many ideas, Nana. That is the reason I wanted all of you to write it on a paper. Okay? Right. Next, we'll go with the entrepreneurial process. Before that, the basics are clear to everyone. Is there any difficulty? Please let me know. And meanwhile, I'll go back to chat box also once if any messages are there. So, meanwhile, please let me know any difficulty. Yes, less consumption of Mission Mangalam, right? Mission Mangal. Yeah, Shivraj, we will come to your question at the end. What is the difference between an entrepreneur and the businessman? Right, perfect answers by everyone. But Shivraj, you will answer our question at the end of the session. Your question at the end of the session. Okay. So till this point, any doubts, Nana? Anyone? If not, we'll go with the next part.
Hello everyone.
Yes, Nana? Yes. Any doubt? Okay, I am considering Maunam Ardhangikaram. I hope everyone knows Telugu. No doubts, ma'am. Thank you, Jonnalagadda Maruti. Thank you, Nana. So we will go ahead with the next. Okay. So next we are going to see what is the process. Thank you, Manvita. All right. Thank you, Haripriya. Yes, I'll present my screen. Yes, now we know what is entrepreneurship is and what is the basic characteristics we should have to become a successful entrepreneur, right? So we need to do some little research and we need to be a good leader, like the managerial competencies we need to develop, and also we should have some technical skills, right, to implement whatever the projects or whatever the startup we wanted to come up, right? Right. So then the process is, generally this includes the 4 phases. The entrepreneurship includes the 4 phases, right? So as I mentioned, first we need to identify the need. The need is opportunity. What is that? The people are in need. What is the need of my campus? Or what is the need of my people around? Or what is the need of present generation? There is no doubt, only you need to restrict yourself to your surroundings. If you are confident enough, then we can even think about the need of the national and international also, right? Identification and evaluation of the opportunity is very, very important. Identify the problem, right? And After that, do little research, and based on your research, what the research says, the positives and negatives, and how it will proceed. That basic literature right? Okay. So this is what the need of my people. This is what the need of my campus. This is what the need of present generation students or present generation children, right? Clear. We have got some clarity. Okay. So after getting the clarity on the need, then we can come up with a business plan. How to implement this? The need we know, the idea we have, but how to map these two and how to implement this? So that strategy we need to go business plan. Okay, and then required resources. What is that needed? Today, if you consider, we will consider our own situation for now, right? So now the agenda of Dr. Pawan organizer is to conduct a meeting, right? So what might be his idea? Okay, he had some 3 weeks of orientation program, and this is the 13th day. So 13th day, I need to call someone who can focus on entrepreneurship. That is what the basic idea he got. First phase is done, right? And then the action plan, what might be Dr. Pavanji has focused. Okay, entrepreneurship area, that is really fine. My students will get benefit out of that. So I need to plan something. Okay, let us plan me for 3 hour session or 2 hour session, and let me think that who can help me, right? That is second phase is done. His action plan is 2 hours, and also with the whatever Dr. Pavan can do, he have had a business plan on the paper. That is action plan on the paper. Okay, and then the third stage is required resources. What is that Dr. Pavan requires to make this success? What is that he requires? First, as we are very like facing this unfortunate condition of pandemic, let this meeting go in a virtual way so that it will be safety for the students, resource persons, and college staff, and everyone. That is his idea, right? So for that, what are all the resources required? So first, need to plan this in a virtual mode. So can I go with the Google Meet, Zoom, that, this? Finally, he fixed we can go with the Google Meet and YouTube live streamer, right? So for that, what is the resources required? So let us inform all of them that we are going with the Google Meet. If everyone is okay, fine, done. So these are all the required resources. So everyone need to have Gmail. Through the Gmail, they can activate this Google Meet so that his agenda is accomplished. So that all we are today in a platform of Google Meet. So before that, he identified all the resources required, and your email IDs have created. Everything is done, right? And then manage the new enterprise. That is what. So next, whichever program we conduct, we'll go with the same platform. So first trend is set up, right? So trend setup is over. It is completed, right? So for the next programs, then it will be very easy. So if he wanted to go with the 5 days program in next week or soon after completing your orientation, then it is very easy, right? Because already all the resources are identified, needs are identified, and he mapped with the resources and needs and already checked with the first orientation program. Done. Right? So that is what simple way we need to understand for every understand in a better way. I have linked up to our current situation, right? So that is what we need to do. That's all. The entrepreneurship is we need to have a vision in our mind. What is that I wanted to do, right? So I wanted to come up with some portable device which really helps the people, right? So and for that we need to do some research. So here I'll give you one inspiring case study also. If anyone of you might have attended my session, you know this case study. Maybe Vishnu sir, I hope Vishnu sir and Pavan sir have attended previously. So you may know this case study, sir. I'm sorry, it may be repetition for you, but still I wanted to share with these young guys. Okay, so here I wanted to share one guy like you, Arun. He's from Tamil Nadu. What happened in okay, but still what happened, during some cycling, every week you people will go na Saturdays and Sundays, you people will go for the cycling, right? Arun and his friends of group 12 members have went for cycling at the weekend, Saturdays and Sundays. 12 members have went cycling, and while they're going, Arun has observed a woman who is almost eight months completed pregnant. Okay, 8 months completed pregnant. He observed that she is traveling from a corner route village to the town, and in a some seven-seater auto, let us consider, and we can imagine the road infrastructure of the corner village of our country. Okay, so he observed that, and the struggle by her also she observed. So can imagine that 8 months completed woman traveling from a corner village to the town. Okay, so what Arun has done is he reached her and asked, why you are going to town, sister? So he said, Baya, I'm going to town to get a pregnancy scan. Okay, then he thought, okay, my God, she need to travel almost 22 kilometers to get a simple scan, pregnancy scan to be done, and at the risk of 8 months of her pregnancy. That is what he understood, and he was thinking, what can I do? What can I do? How can I help? Because maybe every woman's situation may be the same. There is no hospital facility at every corner of the village, right? So he's thinking, what can I do? How can I help this woman? How can, as he belonged to same pharmacy, so he might have known some terminology, some technical skill, right? So finally, after 1 month or 2 months, he come up with a solution of portable scanner. Okay, the portable scanner. Portable scanner. Yeah, sorry for the inconvenience. Portable scanner, which gives the results immediately there at their own village. Okay, and gives the accurate results as our scanning system will give. Right? You know, for that he took 2 years for all the approvals, and now if you go in Tamil Nadu, 2 villages are using that portable scanner. Right? So for that, he have come up with all this, the vision. He had a plan to help that sort of women in the rural villages, because he already memorized, like, okay, in our country, India, we almost have 6 lakh plus villages. So what is the condition of all the 6 lakh plus villages? If this is the condition at 2 villages of, just a minute, we lost the power. I may be looking like a devil in the camera. Just for a while, I'll off my camera. When the power comes on, I'll again open my video. Okay. Yeah, sorry for inconvenience once again. So the Arun has done this. Vision is he wanted to give some solution. He already had a thought that, okay, in India, almost we have a 6 lakh plus villages. For all these 6 lakh plus villages, the women may be struggling the same. So can I help at least few people? Is what his vision. He had done some research. He has done some research. Okay, how can I help, and what is that I can do? So he started like research on scanners, what and what and what and what. Like finally he come up with a solution of portable scanner. Okay, and then done a brainstorming with the friends, with his friends and with his professors, and a couple of hospitals also have gone for the feedback. Brainstorming is very much required. Why it is so? Who are the target people? If okay, you are coming up with a portable scanner, that is well and good, fine. There is no doubt about it, right? But who are going to use this portable scanner? And then what is the strategy? How they are going to use this portable scanner? Right? And what is the outcome out of this? So all these research he has done. And you know, today, two multinational or the international hospitals has come up to take up his idea. A hospital from Malaysia and a hospital from Australia has come forward to take his idea. So that is what, even if we start with the initial, like a small initiatives, small initiatives which gives you the greater results. That is what we need to focus on. That is what, whatever may be your initiative may be very, very small, but it may have a greater results. The impact maybe even we cannot imagine. But for that, what is that we need to do is we need to plan all the phases perfectly. Identification of opportunity, do research behind that, and after the research, how idea will be different. And with your idea, what is your action plan? Discuss that idea with as many as experienced people, or again start with your friends. Discuss with your friends. Are what this is what I'm thinking, right? So that brainstorming, and after that, identify the resources available. With the available resources, what are the strategies we are going to implement? And then finally, what are the goals? What is that outcome we wanted to accomplish? So this process, this is the entrepreneurship process. It is not that just go do something out over. No, it is not like that. We need to focus on it is not only people, the needs, whatever area you have chosen, what is the need there? What is the need there? That we need to focus on. Right. So these are the different phases of entrepreneurship. So every phase we need to focus on. Okay. And then the major stages of entrepreneurship. Right. If you observe here in the slide, first getting of idea is a major phase, and then converting that idea into business plan or action plan is very very important, right? So if you have seen the entrepreneurs, many engineering students or pharmaceutical or any students might have dreamt about this business or might have come up with some startups and everything, but there is a failure chances because the idea and your business line or the action plan are in not in line. So this matching, mapping, understanding, accepting critical feedbacks, everything comes into the way. So converting an idea into business plan is very important. Once idea is converted, we need to give a structure to that idea. Once idea is converted into business, then we need to give a structure, proper structure. So that proper structure will give a chance for the growth. Okay, the structure may be anything, the place you have chosen, or the way you project your project, the way you project your showroom, the way you project your idea. All these structures will depends, right? So that is also the major stage. I may not be success in the same business, but you are success because your approach or your structure of business may be different. My approach may be different. So that we need to understand the business formation structure, we need to understand. Okay, and publicizing the business, any kind of entrepreneurship or any kind of whatever we choose business, that will be success when we have going public. When my idea is good, yes, that storeroom is very good for taking this, and that institution is very good for taking gate coaching, or this college is very good for taking engineering, or that hospital is very good for taking like a treatment. No, how that is possible? Going public, mouth to mouth publicity. So that is also very much required, Nana, when we are forming a business. Okay, so that these are all the major stages we need to focus on. We need to take it. Better I'll off my now power is back. Right. And here I wanted to focus one thing. Always remember, Nana. Always remember that entrepreneurship or business or your friend have asked one question, right? What is the difference between entrepreneurship and business? Okay, so now I will answer you, Shivraj. The entrepreneurship is like any kind of entrepreneurship or startup you take, That is to give solution to the problem. Okay? Any kind of entrepreneurship, it may be the social entrepreneurship, which we are going to discuss in a couple of minutes, or it can be commercial entrepreneurship. Okay? Or it can be any kind of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is always about providing solutions to the problems, Nana. Where businesses, we will take any kind of business, it is up to us. There is no specific this I wanted to give solution to this type of problem. There is no such specification of giving solutions. It is like I wanted to do this business, I am going to do this business, right? But whereas in startups and entrepreneurship, we will have a specifications, our specific domain, our specific area we will choose, by keeping in mind we wanted to give some solution to the existing problem, right? So entrepreneurship is always providing solution to the problem. Okay? And in other way, I can tell that converting problem into opportunity, Nana. Entrepreneurship is all about converting problems into opportunity. Whatever problem we see. Okay, if you might have seen the problem of garbage collection at home, if really we wanted to do something from that garbage also, we can identify opportunity better. That is what we need to focus on as an entrepreneur or as a startup owner. Okay, converting problems into an opportunity is all about entrepreneurship. Okay, so the process creation, the opportunity, how we can convert that problem into an opportunity. Here we have a cycle. So if you observe here, this is about social entrepreneurship, Nana. So social entrepreneurship, if you observe here, we need to identify the social needs. What is that they require? Maybe in village, in gated community, or in your campus. I'll share few success stories or the case studies. And first, we need to identify the social need, right? So in my village, the social need is hospital establishment. I'm sharing with the example. Okay, that is the need. Okay, so for that, I have identified the need, or I have identified the problem. Okay, so for this problem, what are the resources available to come out of that problem? What are the resources available? So what is that? As an entrepreneur, I need to check how can I establish a hospital here, or how can I come up with a medical shop here, or how can I give justification to the people with the hospitality services here in the village, right? So in that process, what I need to do, I need to search for the resources available in my village. Any graduate or any student have completed their B pharmacy, M pharmacy, MBBS or MD, that I need to identify. Okay, because those are all the resources for a hospital. If I have a MBBS student from my village, I can go and convince him or her, and okay, come, this is our village activity, there is a need for this, and come, I will invest. It's like that I can do, right? So that identification of the resources is very, very important, right? Once the identification is done, needs are the resources you have identified, then come up with the ideas how I can facilitate the people with the services. Okay, that ideas. So I may come up with the establishment of a small room initial days, right? Hospital establishment is a bigger idea that will not accomplish in day two, or no, it takes some time, some years of time, maybe 10 years also it may take. But during 10 years, yes sir, any problem? Okay, so during that 10 years, need not wait for this, right? I need to come up with some promising ideas, like let us go with some camps first. And after the camps, I can inline with many doctors and I can provide the services to my people, right? And then I need to have a structure. So that is what we have discussed in previous slide also. The formation structure is very, very important. We need to create an environment for that. Hospital need to have some sort of environment, right? We need to have some stretcher, bed, all these glucose bottle services, and a medical shop. All this structure need to be there in a hospital. right? So that operating environment we need to create, right? So for that we need to come up with some, what are the resources, what is the operating model we can have, and strategy, and the impact, what is that it gives back to my people, my village, because I am concentrating on a social need. Okay, so if all these three steps are clear, right, then we will convert this problem into an opportunity, right? And also, I'll here quote one thing. In the process of converting problems into opportunity, or converting these problems to give some solution to the societal needs, we want you to become entrepreneurs. Yes, your social cause is right. We wanted to give some produce or provide some hospital to the people. That is great idea, no doubt about it. And the structure, formation structure is ready. You might have convinced your friend or someone from the village. That is fine. Everything is correct, right? At the end, the people are getting benefit out of this. Whatever the structure we have formed, whatever the resources we have identified, everything is fine. There is no doubt about it. But in the process of contributing something back to the society, we want you to become an entrepreneur, right? That social impact will be the outcome. So based on this social impact, here also I can give you one more example. Like already your institution is part of this Unnat Bharat Abhiyan activities. Okay, so as part of Unnat Bharat Abhiyan activities, already MECS have adopted 5 villages. Okay, so in these 5 villages, you are the volunteers. The students are the volunteers. Maybe first year, second year, third year, or fourth year, whatever. Okay, so during your 4 years, if you get such opportunity by Vishnu sir, any one of you are interested for Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, I recommend all of you to go with him, because during that Unnat Bharat Abhiyan process, you will visit 5 villages, Nanna. So in that 5 villages, what you need to do is you need to implement this slide. That's all. You need to identify the problem. For the identified problem, you need to provide a solution. Propose a solution. Need not bother about all the investment, financial grant, anything. Propose a solution. Identify one major problem in the village. Propose a solution. Right? So that's all your work is done as a volunteer, as a student from MECS. Okay? So if your proposal is perfect and which is really practical, giving a solution to that particular village, then you will, that is MECS will get a grant of rupees, whatever you propose to give that solution from Ministry of Education. Okay, so here you need not bother about your investment or something, right? Financial investment basically, right? But you need to think about a practical solution, what I can give to this village problem, right? So if your proposal is practical, you will get some grant from the Ministry of Education, right? So that grant utilization, if you can do perfectly, you will become an entrepreneur by giving the solution to them. Yes, and another point you keep in mind, that impact, whatever proposal you've written and whatever grant you've got, and proper utilization of that grant in that particular village, social impact the institution will have. It will have the impact for at least next 15 batches. Even your 15th batch junior, that is today 2020, even if 2035 student is visiting to that village, they will say that, oh, you're from Matrishri Engineering College, come, sit. This is all because of your institution. Today we are happy because of your institution. That is the social impact we will have, Nana. This I have taken example of institution, but even individual also. If we can take some social issue, if we can give solution, and of course in that process we will become entrepreneur. There is no need to think about that. That Arun case also. What happened to that Arun case? He wanted to give some solution to a pregnant woman. Right? So in the process, what happened? he has become an entrepreneur. And his idea is good. And today, like you can't even imagine, patents are there on his the portable device. Like that. So whatever we wanted to propose a solution, that should be practical. If that proposal or that solution is practical, no one will stop you. Right? So that is the process of converting problem into an opportunity. Right? Right. And this entrepreneur activity, you know, from starting of my presentation, I am hinting you. What is that I am hinting you? You need to wait for 5 to 6 years. Don't expect the outcomes or don't expect the results in 6 months or 7 months, and don't close your shutter or don't close your innovativeness in 6 months or 7 months. We need to wait for at least 5 years, Nana. If you are able to wait for 5 years, and during these 5 years you should have all the attributes or the characteristics what we have discussed. Need to have a positivity that every minor opportunity to be utilized and take every criticism as a challenge. Okay, so all these if you are executing during the first 5 years, 6th year you will be the king or queen of your business or your entrepreneur idea or your startup. Right? So that is what entrepreneurial activity is. Like you will have the phases. First 3 months is like a trial period. Okay, first 3 months, even we don't even know some strategies also. Of course, we may be experienced. The theoretical analysis is different from practical analysis. Our theoretical analysis always says, yes, you go, everything will be fine, 100% you will success, and you will get 100 out of 100 marks, or you will get everything. But practical aspect is different, right? So that first 3 months of period is for our experience. Everyone, the new entrepreneur will get minute to minute challenge, and our brain will work like it will be in confusion, frustrated, whatnot, everything, like we will be in that sort of. But the 3 months is a first, like beginning, initial period. So that gives you many experiences, will add to your credentials. So that period we call as nascent period. Okay, so during the nascent period we should be very careful. Don't take anything in a negative way, because we have started entrepreneurship means we are very confident of our idea. We wanted to do something. That's all. If not, why we are here today? Hana? So we need to think about that. So that positive attitude we should have throughout our entrepreneurship life. Then we can give the same to generations and generations and generations. Right? So that is what. So entrepreneurship phases. After 5 years, if you are feeling the same, frustrated, there is nothing, everything, then close your shutter. But after 5 years, your success, then your business is established. Your entrepreneurship idea is established. Your startup is done. Hana? Right. That is what we need to focus on. It will have the activity. We need to wait for 5 years of time. So first 3 years हो गया खत्म, अरे 1.5 year हो गया, 2 years हो गया. What is the hell is going on? The hell is because of our attitude or because of our positivity. No? So whatever minor opportunity we will get, we need to utilize it. That's all. If you're getting an opportunity to show your startup or to show your idea, go any of the college. Right? So every institution will organize. If I am correct, because I have just long back I've worked in engineering colleges. So with that experience I am telling, so every engineering college, second semester specifically, during February to April, they will conduct some conferences, some competitions. So every competition you go and explain your idea. At every competition you will get new idea to be added to your project. it will benefit your idea to improve upon the factors. Even I am the executive committee member from IET Hyderabad. If your idea, you can explain through IET web portal also. Uh, there are many are there. IET is there, IEEE is there. Each and every individual department will have their own associations. Through that associations you go, but utilize every minor opportunity. Need not wait that I will go only to IIT's poster presentation. No, beta, no. We need to go to even our colony school also to share our project idea, to share our startup idea. Who knows? Maybe in our colony school we may get good ideas than IITs. Hana? So that we need to build up as a entrepreneur. That is what we need to focus on. So utilizing every minor opportunity is equally important to establish the entrepreneurship, establish our own startup. Who knows? Maybe the venture capitalists are there in the school also. Maybe the venture capitalists are available at IITs also. Who knows? We don't know in which way our faith will turn out. Right? So utilize every minor opportunity. It can be any case, not only for the entrepreneurship, any minor opportunity. And I recommend all of you, when you are into third year, specifically first 2 years, please focus on whatever the branches you have chosen, follow all your instructions by your faculty members. Starting from third year, improve your participation in many conferences, many symposiums, many activity oriented programs, and choose technical programs. And start from second year, second semester, start visiting all those. Go through all your newspapers or e-website, that website, this website. Every Sunday you keep in mind, you're going to visit something which is innovative. We have many platforms, Rana. We have a platform known as this Palace Srijana is there. And entrepreneurship platforms, many are there, Every week, if really we are very serious about this, every week plan that you are going to visit one innovative idea. Search it out in Google search. Because of this pandemic, we are not able to go out. We have many magazines, e-circuit magazines are there, mechanical magazines are there, world approved magazines are there. Just search. We are using mobile phone and laptop for many purposes in a day. Why can't we utilize it for our own purpose of innovativeness for half an hour in a day? Hana? So if you observe, based on the need today, many apps are there. This QMath teachers are there. Some these days something white hat junior something. I'm not sure about that. That white hat junior something is there, and some other abacus. All these, like what they are doing. With their innovativeness. Yes, with their innovativeness. They're grabbing the need of the present generation children. What this white hat junior or Q math, that SIP abacus, everyone will do. They're grabbing the need of our children. Right, so that is what we need to do through entrepreneurship. Okay, also these are all the principles already we have discussed. No? So we should be ready to accept our laws, and we should accept all the critical views and all, everything. And you can have partnerships also. And during the partnerships, Nana, you should be very careful. You need to take into committed people only. And these partnerships you can do after establishing, or even during the process also you can do, but choosing of the partners will be very careful. Right? And this is a clock for the entrepreneur. First we will have an idea, right? So I have an idea to implement something. Okay, out of that idea we will have many questions. How this is going to done, and what way I can implement these. All these questions are dilemmas. Maybe the first 1 year or 2 years of your engineering, you will face this particular the questions and dilemmas face. What to do, whether to go MNC, whether to go core, or whether to go with the gate, whether to go with the GRE. Like this, our mind will be right. Similar way, in entrepreneurship also, to become an entrepreneur also, we will have the basic ideas. Wanted to become an entrepreneur, but what to do, how to do, all these questions will be there, right? And then in the next phase, we will have, once these questions and dilemmas are cleared, we have come up with some clarity. Then the next phase is action plan or business plan, right? And testing the strategies. Okay, the business plan, action plan is there. We wanted to do it over here, there, the place, local needs, everything is identified. So we need to test that, whether that is suitable for that particular area or not. Right? And then start your enterprise. Okay, then we need to go with some investments. The product will be launched, everything is fine, right? And this half cycle, the other half cycle is there now, from 6 to 11. That is very, very important. All this, whatever we have, 1 to 6 or 12 to 6 is deals with your technical skills or with your brain, right? With your mind, right? But this 6 to 12 will deal with your behavior, Nana. Right? So the behavior which goes publicizing your product, the way we choose for publishing our product, the way we sell our talents, the way we sell our ideas. So these days the person who can explore their ideas in an effective manner will be successful, or who can sell their talents perfectly will be the successful. Yes, I know everything. I have the knowledge. I am the 100% score, or I am the topper of the batch. No? What happens if you are topper of the batch? If you are not able to explore yourself perfectly, what happens? Nothing will happen, right? If I can explore myself as a gold medalist in a perfect way, perfect manner, if I can contribute something, if I can contribute my knowledge to someone, right? So then that gives me the achievement to my credential. But every time I am telling that I am a 100% scorer and I am the topper of the batch, what happens if I am the topper of the batch? If I am not exploring myself in a perfect manner, right? So that exploration will deals with this 7 to 11. No. So if you observe here, marketing strategies is required. No? Advertisements, if you might have seen the advertisement, what that advertisement? They're directly marketing their product, right? So that strategy we need to focus on. Then sales, supporters, management, and leadership. So these are the behavioral aspects of the people which we are going to deal. It can be any kind of entrepreneurship. But we need to remember technical skills are required, our own attitude attributes are required, and behavioral aspects, dealing of the behavioral aspects are very much required. So that this we need to have, this you can stick on your walls. Yes, these are the different stages of entrepreneurship. Being an entrepreneur, so these are the basic attributes I need to develop. So these we need to stick in our mind. Okay. Right. So these are all the factors we need to keep in mind. Right? You can choose any area. For the entrepreneurship, you can choose any area. As specifically, we are discussing social entrepreneurship. For the social entrepreneurship, you can choose areas like education, health, even the garbage, which what I have mentioned, the waste, pollution, everything, whatever you feel it is a problem. So that problem area you can choose as a area for your entrepreneurship. So that is what, and with the help of all these, so you can use your education, science, technology, and management principles, and then give some solutions. Okay, so you can work on this developed infrastructure facilities and financial assistances we need to keep in mind always. Okay, first keep in mind that 5 years we will not get anything out of this entrepreneurship idea, or 5 years anything out of this startup idea. Just go, explain the customers, get the clients. We don't know when your idea will be like you will get impressed, or your idea will be impressed. No? So till that time we need to try. Don't expect any results for the first 5 years. That is what the basic characteristics of an entrepreneur. Risk taking. If you can work for the first 5 years with all these attributes, sixth year your success. Right? So all this we need to keep in mind. Right? And these questions I leave for you. Always these questions should be in our mind. What are the motivations for starting a business? Why should I start the business? What is a marketing strategy for this business? The cost, everything like investment, how is the investment, what is the profit in mind, and whether my company is domestic or global. I should restrict myself only to my area, or I should go globally. That also, these are the questions every day we need to answer. If I wanted to become a startup owner, I wanted to become an entrepreneur, every day need to give answers to these questions. Not only these questions, you can add and delete some questions, but only the agenda is it should enlighten our mind in an improvement way. Right? We should get some more improvement strategies for our entrepreneurship idea. Right? Right. For any kind of entrepreneurship, it can be social entrepreneurship or commercial entrepreneurship, we need to categorize our entrepreneurship based on these: lifestyle, small profit, or high growth venture. Okay. So how the lifestyle venture? I have shared with you one example of village cloth merchant, right? So in village cloth merchant, what happens? We need to keep in mind all the cultural habits and what is the need of the village and all, right? So that is what. So whichever area you have chosen for your business or entrepreneur or startup, whether there is a need for that lifestyle venture is what that the surrounding areas or the maybe the timings also may change. In few places the people may wake up at 6 o'clock and they may sleep at 9 o'clock in the night, right? In few areas the people may wake up at 11 a.m. and they may sleep at 1 a.m, right? So based on that we need to change our timings also, right? So based on the environmental this also we need to work out. That is what lifestyle venture, right? And then whether our product is domestic or global, focus on, right? So what makes you added advantage to your credentials? Always think that you should have some impact by doing whatever you are doing. Okay, that we need to interlink with every activity of our regular life also. Okay, and finally the whether it is local or global, that also we need to decide whether whatever the product I am launching, that is only restricted to the local needs, or can I extend it to the globally also, right? So if your entrepreneurship idea is established, your startup is established, then we can focus on more innovations according to the global needs also, right? So that we need to keep in mind always. So based on all these needs and the financial investments, everything, we can go for the local or global based on our willingness, right? So these are the different categories. And in business or entrepreneur, you can start your own, or there is a possibility to buy already existing business also, right? So that also we need to think whether we can success in this. Start is anyhow our own responsibility. If you're coming up with a startup, anyhow it is your own responsibility. But buying, we need to think about whether that particular business may run or may not run. That is like freelancing of programs today. If you have seen many franchises or branches of many of the showrooms, right? So that is the best example for this buying of a entrepreneurship or buying of a business, right? So franchisee, we'll say this is a franchise of this particular branch, right? So like that, freelancing of programs and all, right? And these are also the question. So how to plan, what is the research, and who will be our stakeholders, and some little research every time. Remember, we need to go with some little research before starting with our startup, right? What is that in that particular area happening, right? What is that I'm coming up with a new idea, right? So that portable scanner, so he might have done many research, right? How to reduce the size and what is already existing to the existing one, how can I show my product is best, like that. right? Always we need to do a research for the idea or the product which we wanted to launch. Okay, and this also the cost of the product, right? So cost of the product is also we need to carefully, very very careful. We need, like, whenever you're fixing up the price, we should be very careful. That is one. And another one, financial assistance. From where you are getting financial assistance, whatever area you have chosen, in that area, is there any venture capitalists are there? If so, how to proceed and what is the procedure? Everything we should do research before that. If you have seen this Akash Mehadra, there the venture capitalists have cheated him, right? So that is what we need to go in detail. Everything, it is not that easy. So every point of time, every half a minute, 1 minute, we will have a challenges. But remember, friends, first 3 years or 5 years, if we can face all these challenges, then 6th year you are the boss, right? That is the beauty of entrepreneur. That is the beauty which we can enjoy as a startup owner. Okay, but it is a risky process. First 3 years or 5 years, it is a risky process. We should have all the attributes whatever we have discussed. We should be ready to face everything. Always remember that half a minute you will have a challenge. For every 1 minute you will have a challenge, right? If you have seen the Akashame Hadura movie, then you will find out how hard or the difficulty he faced during the process of coming up with these Decker Airlines, right? So that is what that is the difficulty we will have. But after once it is established, done. But till the establishment, we need to struggle, right? So that is what we need to focus on, right? What makes you a successful entrepreneur? This already we have discussed, but still, again, I will remind you to go with the 6 successful entrepreneur stories. Make it a line and write the key elements or key behaviors or key challenges they have faced. Then you can fill this slide with many more points. Okay, that I recommend you to go through that. If any parents or teachers are serious about this, please make your child, parents, please make your child go through at least 1 or 2 successful entrepreneurs, so that they will get the key elements how that particular entrepreneur is success. But similarly, faculty, you can also inform them, go through the entrepreneurs, because that not only gives the opportunity of entrepreneurship, but also it will give you establishment of your own attitude students. That is what we are focusing through all these orientations and all. Okay, so this just go through any successful story of entrepreneur, right? Right. So as I mentioned, I'll show you some case studies also. Okay, so here you need to help me a little bit, because since 2 hours I am only talking like a chatterbox. Okay, for a while, at least for 10 to 15 minutes, I'll stop talking. You need to help me out. Okay, what is this? What's happening and all? Okay, right. So what do you feel about these pictures, Nana? Anyone? Now, just I'll come back to chat box also for a while, because I need to check if anyone are giving some answers. Okay, anyone please help me out whether my screen is visible, Nana?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Then what do you feel about these pictures, ma? Yeah, someone has given response. Let me go back. Yes. Okay, you are able to see. What do you feel about these pictures? No.
No, ma'am.
Okay, Haripriya, if you are using mobile, you just pin on my screen, Nana. Screen. Is it the case with everyone? Everyone are not able to see the slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it
We
visible?
can see, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, ma.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Okay. Yeah, what is that you are able to see here? Please help me out. What this picture? Yes, yes, Rita, villagers. Yes, Nana. Poverty, fine. Chintakunta Roslin. Yes, poverty. Perfect, Nana. Perfect. Ma Ramya, if you are not able to see the slides, I request you to pin on my name. Tuti Sandhya MGNCRE presentation, pin on my name so that you can see this slide. Yeah, perfectly, Anish Gaud. It is child labor. Yes, perfect, Nana. Excellent. Ha, Shrita. Yes, a guy who is suffering without water for his farm. Yes. Depletion of farmer. Yes, Divyesh Kumar. Excellent, Nana. Deforestation. Perfect. Drought. Yes, ma. Akula Manganti. Yes. Water pollution. Yes, Anish. Again, you are correct. Water pollution. Amma Shivani, pin on my screen. Pin on my screen so that you can see my slides. If you are using mobile phone, any of you are using mobile phone, please pin on my screen so that it will be visible, Nana. Right? Again, Shrita, pollution of water resources. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Pollution of water resources is leading many diseases, beta. It is not only polluting water resources, but also it is affecting health like anything. You can't even imagine to water resources spoiling. Is there any link for the pregnancy? Yes, there is a link because of all this spoiling of natural resources is causing today. Many of you might have seen since last 5 years or 6 years, your sisters, brothers, or cousins, they are struggling a lot for the next generation. Really, they wanted to confirm their pregnancy, but still 5 or 6 years they are struggling a lot because of all this spoiling of our own natural resources. Beta, that is the problem. Water containment. Yes, Akshita, perfect. Shrita, environment. Bajrang Jaiswal, problem being faced by poor people. Yes, Jaiswal. Improper disposal of garbage. Yes, ma, correct. Improper disposal of garbage. That is what, through those methods, we are spoiling our environment. It is not someone. Of course, we are very happy for this urbanization. So during olden days, when I am in second standard or third standard, still I remember my grandfather used to say one thing. Amma, whenever I wanted to visit your atta, many of you might know what is atta, right? Dad's sister, right? So whenever I wanted to visit your atta or auntie, I used to walk for 3 days, Nana. Right? I said, why, Tata? That time there is no vehicle facility and all. Then he said, no vehicle, beta. We used to walk from that village to the Hyderabad. And whatever the food they will pack, it will be fresh for all the 4 days. Why? Because that time there is no pesticides or fertilizers. Farming is also natural farming. No, if we are going today, what our tiffin boxes will tell. By the evening when we reach to home, if Amma opens the tiffin box little late, what happens? You cannot imagine. She will scold you for sure. What the hell you are doing, at least not opening your box. Right? So that is the case. Why it is? Because we are spoiling our natural resources. We want everything like this. Right? We want everything like in a short of span. That is the problem. Right, again we have, madam, there is no slide, madam. Slides are there, Swarupa. Migration, yes, Varaprasad, rightly quoted. Migration is also the problem. Urbanization leading to these problems. Some extent acceptable, Akshita, but still, urbanization is also like we are in need of urbanization, but still, if our practices of all this water pollution and garbage collection, all this goes in a proper manner, then we can, some extent, we can come out of all these issues. Right? Yes, perfect. All your responses are in line with the slide I have shown. Right? The slide talks about, today really we are very happy. Why? Today I'm able to connect all your 80 guys. Maybe in YouTube some more 80 guys are there. So all 200 children I'm able to meet through this Google Meet, because I have a 4G, you have a 4G. Dr. Pawan arranged all this meet, right? We are very happy that we are in technology advancement, and in couple of months we may reach to 5G or 6G, because today data is the main important thing which we need. Everything is going in online. Office work, homework, schools, the exams, everything is online, right? So which is a need of the hour. 5G requirement is the need of the hour, right? Maybe in couple of months we will get that 5G. There is no problem. India will be the 5G country, right? But still, Nana, if you observe your own places, at least out of this 200, I am correct, at least 150 members are from the villages, right? Even I am also from village. I know Vishnu sir is also from village. I'll follow his status regularly, so I know every week he will go to his village, and he will post all these natural resource photos and all through his WhatsApp status. I could sense that, right? So similarly, I belong to another village. Maybe out of these 150 members may belong to 150 different villages, Nana, right? So imagine that. Yeah, yes. So what are the resources available, or what are the challenges we are facing? Hannah, we are happy as a tech savvy. We are very happy. I'm an engineering graduate. You're going to, like, after 4 years you will become an engineering graduate, and all the faculty here are engineering faculty, right? We are perfect, and we are going to get the 5G in couple of months. Then what is the problem for all of us? But I recommend here, go back to your village. Now within 2 minutes or 3 minutes you can go back to your village. Thought process, apply. Yes, I am happy with my 5G, but what are the problems at my village? Hannah, you will get, these are all the problems. The problems which is shown in the slide are the problems which the India is facing. It is not Sandhya's village, or it is not Vishnu Sar's village, or it is not Akshita's village, or it is not Shrita's village. Every village in the country, or India is facing these basic problems, the grassroots issues like poverty, child labor, drought area, deforestation, contamination of water bodies, are spoiling the natural resources. Now, so these are the basic grassroots problems which our country India is facing. I am sure if you type Google search the challenges of country India, you will find these are the challenges of country. I'm sure the pollution you will get as a first challenge. No? So for these problems, can we do something as a tech savvy? Can we give some solution? Right? This water contamination, I have given you one example. The water contamination and spoiling of natural resources is stopping pregnancy. You know how many couple, I have seen many couple across my experience. They're happy. Both of them are earning 3 lakhs or 4 lakhs per month. But 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, but they don't have their own child. That is really a biggest punishment to any couple. Because all this is because, can you imagine that? A waste which we are throwing in the water bodies is affecting all this, is doing all this. Yes. For this, can we come up with some solutions? Some organic methodologies can we come up? Or some garbage collection methodology can we come up? I'm not asking you to do for a whole country. We can initiate from our home. We can take up it as a project in the campus. Why can't we and do something? Hana, even in campus also, if you observe, there will be different types of wastes will be there. Mainly paper waste. I know, even I worked in engineering college, I know. Even if you go to the administrative block, we really don't know how many papers we are taking print on, for what also for what purpose we are taking also we don't know. That is a regular case. Similar way in laboratory, you belong to different departments, right? If you go to the laboratory, you will find different wastages in your laboratory. From that wastage, can we do something? That we need to think about. That is what the social entrepreneurship is all about. Converting problems into opportunities. But here the problems are social needs. If it is a commercial entrepreneurship, that is different. But it is coming to the social entrepreneurship, we need to focus on social needs, Nana. Can we do something for all these needs? Spoiling of our natural resources is affecting again human, and we are not able to produce the next generation, and it is reducing our lifespan also. From 100 now, our lifespan is decreased into 60. Why? Because of our regular habits. Of course, I'm telling I am not very good at practicing all this, but I'm trying at my level best. Similar way, a small initiation at your home may give you greater results at community. No. So that we need to focus on. That is what we are focusing through social entrepreneurship. Who knows, that process may give you a great career. So that is what we need to focus on. From today, wherever you are, wherever you go, focus on some social need. Right? Let us consider, if you're going to your village, you find that water management is an issue at your village. So if you belong to Department of ECE, if you belong to Department of CSC, if you belong to Department of EEE, if you belong to Department of Mechanical Engineering, analyze that water management situation. Through your knowledge of engineering, what is the solution you can give? There are many projects are there, like a farmer can operate his farming motor from home. That really helps the farmers like anything, because they need to switch on the motor at midnight or early in the morning. And that way is also we are not sure. Many of them are died because of snake bite. So for that kind of situations, if you are coming up with a sensor which he can operate from his home, that is really a good solution, right? That is what we need to focus on. The social need is that water management issue at your village. What is that we can do for that? This is what we need to think as part of social entrepreneurship. If we can give the solution for these problems at any place, even you can take your campus as your platform. No need to worry, because yesterday or day before day, when I am dealing session with CBIT, one of the professor asked me, ma'am, there is no guarantee that all my children are from villages. No need to be all your children from the villages. They can be from their gated community or villas, or if they don't belong to any place also, no problem. Your campus is there as a platform to take. Observe what are the social problems are there in campus. Right? By observation only, there might have come with the committees like anti-ragging committee and all, right? Anti-ragging committee will help the juniors like you. Similar way, any other social problem in the campus? Collection of waste. So collect the waste properly and segregate it, and if we can get something like best out of the waste, yes, we can do it. What is there, right? So that we need to focus on through this social entrepreneurship. That is what we are, or we want, or focus it. Need not, don't restrict yourself to some place. Open up and think about that. What is that can where I can apply this my engineering mind or engineering knowledge to give some solution, right? So there is a need, Nana. There is a need. Even today, the national education policy is also focusing on that. Yes, students are going with the IITs, like you guys are going with your engineering degrees, MNCs, and then going to some US, Australia, and that is good. Of course, maybe it may give you satisfaction or not. It is like based on your individual. But what is that we are giving to our own people back? Many might have struggled a lot to give us this particular situation today. But if you go back, our grandparents or their parents might have struggled all this, right? So for that, can we do something is what we need to focus through social entrepreneurship. Right? So this is the one concept, right? And then in next slide also, please help me out. What do you feel about these pictures? What is visible there? The four pictures are there. What is visible there? Again, anyone can type or unmute. Handloom, yes, Ankita. Yes, handloom business and pottery, okay. And what that indicates, we know that is a handloom weaver is there, pottery is there, goldsmith is there, art, yes. Yes, Roslyn, art is there, yes. Exactly, Raghunath. Self-employment. They're not waiting like us. They're not waiting for some MNC to announce our names. They are doing whatever they know. They're contributing. No, they are generating self-employment. Excellent. Art of living and self-employment. Both of you excellent answers. Right? So for that, hard work by the hardworking people. Yes, Deswal. Right? So for that, as educators, can we do something? Yes, we can do something. What is that we can do is, anyhow, we need everything. The four posters, four photos are there. Na? We need everything. We need the help of weaver. That is, we need to wear the cloths and pottery. Of course, in kitchen we want. And goldsmith. Yes, the women like me always want ornaments, right? Maybe many women are there at your home also. Maybe your mother, your sister, or your grandmother. Everyone, we love gold. There is no doubt about it. So we are in a need of goldsmith, right? So in that case, rather than going some XYZ brands, no, these days people are really crazy about brands, right? I want only this brand. I don't want all these idiotic clothes and all, right? But just think back, friends. Why can't we help our own people? Why can't I help a weaver like who is weaving the clothes in my village? Rather than going some brand, some brothers, some sisters, some that, these showrooms, why can't I help my own villager? Anna, anyhow, I need to purchase my saris and all. Or anyhow, we need to wear clothes, right? So for that, why can't we help our own people? Our own villagers? Anna, this pottery, anyhow, we are in a need of pottery things. And goldsmith, and these self-help group women, they are coming up with some solution or some product out of this. Why can't I buy a jute bag from them? Why can't we buy a jute bag from them? Hana? The time when we purchase something, what we are in a need from our own people, we will get the satisfaction. Hana? And here I will quote another example. Let us consider here in a group, I have seen few names. Okay, I'll read out one or two names. The other people, please don't mind. Let us consider Shrita is coming up with some startup at 4th year. Okay, after 3 years, she will think something and she will identify some problem and come up with some solution, right? So now Shrita is with own startup. So wanted to start own startup with some idea. Okay, so being a friends and faculty, what we need to do? Let us consider she's coming some solution like something a mobile app or something which is really we need. Okay, okay. So then what we need to do as a friends? We need to encourage Shrita, or we need to trust and we need to believe in Shrita. Right? As a friend, as a faculty, as a mentor, if we are not believing Shrita's idea, how can we expect Shrita's idea to be identified by world? Hana? So that is what we need to do. We need to motivate our friend. If any mistakes are there, inform Shrita, hey, this is what happening with your product. Why can't you do some improvement on this area? What happens? Nothing will happen now. We will purchase that. Anyhow, Shrita will give at reasonable cost only because we are friends. Anna, she will not expect some profits from us in initial days, basically till the establishment of startup, right? So during that time, what happens? If we all together are going for it, get together, what happens? Can we bother about the bill what we are paying? No, right? Then why we need to think about Shrita's product? If we purchase that particular product from Shrita, she will be happy, right? And we are contributing something for Shrita's success, right? And it is not only purchasing beta, we need to give some feedback also. If it is good, tell, yes, Shrita, you are done really great job, that is good. If not, also we need to mention, Shrita, this is the look or the gap I have identified. Can we do something improvement upon this? That we need to do for our own friend, our own villager. Then it gives, you try it out, it gives much satisfaction. You ask your parents, you ask your grandparents why they are happy than us. Because they know sharing and caring. Because they know sharing and caring. That is why they are more happier than us. Today we have 5G, 4G and more facilities than our parents and more facilities than our grandparents. But still, outcome is stress, frustration, suicide. Anna, why? Because we wanted to go everything in a brand. We wanted to like climb for something which we are not like not able to see even. That is the problem. So try these ones. Help your own villagers. Go and buy something from your like weaver in a village. Go and buy something from pot maker in a village. Go and buy something from the self-help groups. That gives, not only they are happy, we will also feel very happy. And I'm sure you can save something. Spending some thousands of rupees on XY brands will not give you that satisfaction. You will get more satisfaction here, right? And also through this process, we can achieve whatever we are talking today, make in India concept, right? We can achieve this make in India concept. And this way, I'm really proud of myself. I'm contributing totally. If you come and see today my cupboard, you will find all the sarees I'll buy only from two customers who belong, sorry, two producers who belong to my own village. Only two members, like who are really my dad's friends. I'm 100% sure that I have not visited any of the brand showrooms since last 16 years. After 2006, 2005, I guess. After 2005, no shopping, nothing. Whatever I want, just they will send me the pictures, that's all. There is no bargain also. Here, one thing, don't bargain with these people. You know, whatever they will think twice, thrice, hundreds of times, to tell you the cost. Don't ever bargain with them. Don't ever bargain with them, and don't even keep that thought in your mind. Okay? So that through that we can achieve our Make in India concept also, and we will get more satisfaction also. That through this we are contributing socially. Okay, so this is what we need to focus on in the process of social entrepreneurship. This slide is visible. Okay, I'll resume my presentation. Right. So, as a socially responsible citizen, we need to contribute something. It is always need not like give them some solutions, identify problems, convert it into opportunities. But if we can contribute something, that is also really great from our side, right? So this is what we wanted to focus through social entrepreneurship. Okay, and always remember, for any social problem, don't expect government to give the solution. We can also part of that. As an academic institution, your university or your college is also part of that. Yes, MECS has come up with Unnat Bharat Abhiyan wing. MECS has felt they are socially responsible. They have come up with Unnat Bharat Abhiyan wing and contributing many things to the adopted villages. And they are at the survey stage. Submitted some proposals. So that is what this for any social problem. Don't think that government only the responsible. Government, they are not doing this, they might have done this in this way. No. Why can't we feel we are socially responsible? And always remember, dear friends, I'm not giving you some lecture to become a social responsible something. In the process of becoming socially responsible, you will get your career opportunity. Okay? So that is what I am looking. The career opportunity which you are going to choose is what I am looking through this process. And I'm sure even if you may choose your career opportunity or not, but you will build up an attitude of leadership, attitude of managing many aspects. So that is what we are looking as an outcome through this session. Okay. So for any kind of social problem, if you wanted to give some solution, as a social entrepreneur, we can take the help from government and NGOs. How government will help us? There are many, like various schemes are there, Nana. Various schemes are there for the upliftment of rural areas or upliftment of any whatever you do. If you seriously do some research, there are one or the other schemes are available. Right? There are many things. Mudra loans are there. Training programs will be given by NIRD, SARD, that is national and state level institutions for rural development. Even for students also, there are various training programs will be available. You take part of all these programs. Don't think that some NSS or UBA are not part of your curriculum. Think that those also part of your curriculum. Never think that NSS will waste your time. Never think that UBA will waste your time. Rather, the NSS, UBA activities, any activity taken up by your institution will add you some credentials. Not only the credentials, Nana, it will add you some experience. Out of that experience, you can get something. That is what. Try to utilize minor opportunities, every opportunity. Okay, so that you look in why I should go to this NSS or why I should go to this Swachhata program or why I should be part of all these dancing and cultural activities. No, you can take part of every activity which is announced by the institution, because we don't know which opportunity maybe like hits you. So utilize every opportunity, be part of every activity. That gives you a lot of confidence. These days they're not only looking, the MNCs or whomever we are talking, they're not only looking for the 100% score. Innovative, many things to do. Yes. Not only looking for the people who scores the 100%, but also looking for the people who can justify the things. Justification of the things will not come that easily. You need to practice. Take your mother and father as a role model. What they have done, how they have managed all this. If both the parents are working, understand their condition, how they have managed a home and how they have managed you guys. And office stress, business stress, understand that. So we need to come up with all those attributes, right? So you can take the NGOs help. How NGOs will help you? If your idea is correct, if your solution or whatever solution you wanted to give, for that solution they will give promotions. They will promote you. This is what I have seen. Today what I am doing, Arun's case, I am sharing with you all. That is, he have come up with a portable scanner, which the 2 villages are using. And he got some patents also to his idea. And today, his idea is extended to Malaysia and Australia also. That is what I am sharing, right? Similar way, NGOs also will promote your ideas. If that really helps the people, society, then NGOs will help you. right? So with the help of government and NGOs, you can become a social entrepreneur. There is a need of social entrepreneur to give some solutions to the social needs. Okay, that is what the social entrepreneurship definition is: always to give some solution, but for the social needs, for the environmental issues, for the cultural issues. That is what social entrepreneurship is all about, right? There may be profits, there may be loss, irrespective of this all. We need to contribute something back to the society. That is what the social entrepreneurship focuses on. Okay. So these are the areas to concentrate for the social entrepreneurship, right? Social entrepreneurship, you can work out for the improvement on livelihood area, livelihood structure of the villages, or livelihood structure of your community, gated community, or villas, or campus. Always don't worry that we are only focusing on villages. No need to bother like that. Wherever you are there, you can select that as your area for improvement. What is the need there? If you have a gated community where the people are investing some crores and crores and crores, there also you can identify a social need. You can initiate the things, right? So if the people are having crores and crores, if there is some food wastage, something, then you can motivate them and you can take them in a right way, and you can help the poor people who are nearer to that particular villas or gated community. That also you can take as an initiative. Nothing wrong in that, right? That way, waste management you can take, environmental related issues, energy, solar panels and all. If I am correct, your campus may be in need of solar panels, right? Why can't we try that? Our institution can be the solar based institution for all the requirements. That is also a need, right? In that case also you are going to contribute something back to the environment. Education, health, handicrafts, these are the various areas we can focus on, right? Right. So this is all about social entrepreneurship. I'll quickly share one or two case studies. As I've promised you, I'll share with you the successful case studies here. And I have taken one case study, is campus case study. I hope this is already known to Vishnu sir. Sir, please excuse me. This will be repetition for you. No need. Please bear with us. And then another thing will be a grassroots problem in particular village. Okay. First, we'll go with a campus case study. Okay, so till this point, any doubts, let me know. After we can go to the just 5-6 slides are there. Don't worry, it shows 61 slides, but I'll not go with the 61 slides. I'll leave for you the slides. Till this point, if any doubts, let me know through chat box, or you can unmute and tell.
Hello, ma'am.
Pavan, sir.
No, ma'am. This is M. Chandrasekhar, Assistant Professor of Physics, ma'am.
Okay, Chandrasekhar garu.
Ma'am.
Huh?
A question from YouTube, ma'am. A student from YouTube.
Sir, please.
Yeah. Yeah, ma'am. See, 1 minute, ma'am. Chainam Anish.
Okay.
That, ma'am, that the thought of being an entrepreneur scares me a lot. How to overcome the fears and stay positive. Every time I think about it, the list of failures comes into my mind and scares me a lot.
Okay, Anish, don't think about failures better. If you really wanted to become an entrepreneur, I have recommended you to go through 6 successful entrepreneur stories, right? Today only you can start searching about 6 successful entrepreneur stories, which gives you the attributes or key elements for their success. Don't worry, and I appreciate you at the age of this as a freshman engineer. You are thinking really you wanted to become an entrepreneur. That is really a great idea, Anish, which you have. So further, no need to worry, and don't think it repeatedly, Nana. Don't scare about this. Whatever we do, if you are doing in a perfect manner, no problem. If you are doing in a wrong manner, also no problem. Always you might have seen failure is a success step, right? But never think about that. Okay, you whatever idea you wanted to give, you wanted to become an entrepreneur. That is really excellent, good idea. So which area or which domain or which idea or which sector you wanted to become an entrepreneur, that you identify. In that way you work. Don't think about this scaring, and nothing will scares you. you start implementing your work. Now at this stage, you have another advantage. What you know, your parents are still like they are energetic to give you support, and your faculty will be there. If you are getting this idea after your engineering, there may be like less scope to interact with your faculty. There may be less scope to your parents also to give the same energy today, right? So you can have interaction with your faculty members and your parents also. Don't ever think that I'm scared of this. No, nothing will be like we are devils. Nothing will like we need to think in that way, right? First, identify your area, in which area you wanted to become an entrepreneur. So in that area, do little research, Nana. Do little research and identify the successful entrepreneurs. So if you can identify successful entrepreneurs, and by night today or by night tomorrow, if you can write 6 successful entrepreneurs and what made them the successful, if you can write that key elements, you are success. There is no doubt about it. After 5 years, again Chandrasekhar sir will read out, you are a successful entrepreneur from MECS. That is, I am sure. Don't ever think positivity is not coming. We are positive. Fine. Okay. Then finally, we'll go with 2 case studies. Okay. Is Anish okay? Have you satisfied, Anish, through the YouTube? Okay. If so, again, Chandrasekhar sir will hit me. Right. No problem. So, right. Just we'll go with 2 case studies only, because after 10 minutes again, Pavan sir and Vishnu sir will come to me. Mom, it is already 12:45. Like, okay. No. Here, the first case study is about waste management. Okay. So as I mentioned, don't restrict yourself and your idea to one particular place. Don't ever think that I need to work only for my village, or I need to work only for my home, or I need to work only for this and that. No, there is no such restrictions. Wherever you find a problem, there you can extend, right? So this waste management story is also the same. The students like you only, the 4 students, unfortunately they are staying in a hostel of same campus, their own campus. The campus is like TIS Tuljapur, Tata Institute of Social Sciences, Tuljapur, Maharashtra. Okay, so what is their problem is, like, can anyone identify what is this?
Organic waste.
Organic waste, great. Organic waste, okay. This is a food wastage, okay, food wastage from the TIS Tuljapur canteen, okay. So what these 4 fellows, the 4 guys, regularly they used to walk around the ground, okay. Evening, if we stays in hostel, if the hostel is like a lavish area, then what we will do, evening at least we'll go for a half-an-hour walk, right? So the same 4 children from the hostel are doing the same, they are walking, but at certain place, the bad smell, because all the canteen waste and hostel food waste, especially kitchen waste, I am concentrating, all this is disposed at that particular place, okay. But the hostlers are not able to walk around that place because it emits some bad smell. Not only smell, that also emits some gases, okay. So that smell and gases will affect the children's health, okay. So they wanted to do something, and they are not like older, 25 years, 26 years, no, they are like you only, 18 years age children, okay. So they wanted to come up with some solution for this. You know what they have done, they have used the simple concept of reuse, reduce and recycle, okay. So that is nothing but waste management today. For that, what they have done is, first they have segregated the waste. This is clear, reduce, reuse and recycle. For that, what they have done is, they have segregated the waste. You know, that time when they are segregating the waste, when they wanted to implement these, they don't even have a proper dustbins with them, okay. For that, what they have done is, they have come up with their old buckets from the hostel, okay. That 4 or 5 old buckets have collected and they kept around the canteen. So how they have done, we will see the process, okay. First, they wanted to convert the problem into opportunity. The problem is this all food wastage and getting some bad smell. They wanted to get rid of this bad smell, okay. That is a waste. Okay, so that waste they have segregated into two: wet waste and the dry waste. In a canteen, we can observe there will be food wastage is the like wet wastage, and whatever the chocolates, biscuits, ice cream, vapors, everything will be the wet dry wastage, right? So they have segregated the two types of wastages, and out of the wet wastage, they have come up with the manure, the composting manure. Okay, dry wastage, they have some MOU with the plastic industry, and that industry people used to come every week, and they used to collect all these dry waste, paper wrappers, all this ice cream dabbas and all they used to collect. Okay, and then for this wet waste only they have tried. So for that, what they have done, they have segregated the waste into 11 parts. Okay, so 11 parts. The first part is egg peel, right? So this egg wastage, they have used it for the organic farming, because for the fruits and vegetables, right, this will be the protein for the fruits and vegetable plants. So that egg wastage they have used like this. And if you have observed this coconut waste here, through this coconut waste, what they have done, they have linked one village women's group to the State Institution of Rural Development, Mumbai. Out of that, what the women did, they got training from the SIRD, that is State Institute of Rural Development, such that they can come up with a nice jute bags out of this wastage. So if you go and see this Tuljapur today, every 10 days, rural women will come and will collect this wastage, and they will like produce these jute bags, beautiful jute bags with different designs, and they will give it back to the Tuljapur campus, or they will do their own business there. So can you imagine the best out of the waste? No, they have identified rural women, and that what is that? The rural woman has taken some training, and out of that training, they are producing some jute bags. Anna? So that is the beauty of these students. They have identified, they have given this waste to the woman, and the woman has got trained, and they're getting some jute bags. No? And then, so this plastic wastage, all these covers and all these wastages, the industry persons MOU they have fixed up, they will come and they will take this dry wastage, and out of this dry wastage, they will get some water bottles after recycling. Okay, after recycling, and then they will get some water bottles back to the canteen. Okay, and then whatever this food wastage is there, out of this food wastage, they have come up with a vermicompost manure after 45 days. For that, they have given training to the cleanliness team. If you observe in the canteen or hostel, the dining room cleaners will be there, right? So if we can train them perfectly, so first we need to segregate this waste, that waste, and into these particular buckets and all. So that training they have provided. So after that, only wet wastage they have considered, and with this wet wastage, with the proper monitoring, after 45 days, they have come up with a compost manure, which is an organic manure. And this manure again they are using for the plants, the vegetables and fruits farming in the campus, which is giving back again the organic vegetables and fruits back to the campus. So that is what they have done. What they have done is they have converted this linear philosophy into circular philosophy. So what happens in the linear? What regularly happens at our home? GHMC people will come, they will collect unsegregated waste, and they will dump all this waste near to MGBS bus station. Right? MGBS, if anyone are that place, you can like recollect this. Near MGBS bus station, we will have the land filling place. So every garbage collected from the Hyderabad will go to that particular place. At least 1/4 of the Hyderabad will go to that place, and they will land fill it and come back. And we are not bothered about the people who lives surrounding MGBS. Right? So that happens in a linear process of garbage. But what the TIS Tuljapur have done is they have converted it into circular. Right? First, when they are taking, then only they have segregated all types of waste. Right? Again, this segregation once again verified at the second level, right? composting sheds in the campus. And then in between they will add dirt to this particular waste because to get the good manure. Okay, and here we will have manure, but this because of this design it is closed. So this manure again we will use it for the organic farming. Through the organic farming, whatever we are getting again, vegetables and fruits will be given back to the canteen. No, this is good, right? There is nothing is wasted, and there is no landfilling, and there is no bad smell, nothing, right? So that is what happened here. That is what they have changed, and that for students initiation outcome is this today. One waste management plant is started in the institution, that is at Sujapur, and every day 125 kgs of waste is decomposing by that waste management plant. And of course landfilling is reduced. That is the major agenda. That is what because of that only they have started this initiation. They wanted to get rid of that smell, but now they have come up with a waste management plant in the campus. And zero wet wastage campus award they have received by state government, right? And they are getting organic farming vegetables and fruits out of this. Hana, how nice it is. Just they wanted to get rid of that bad smell. Because of that they have come up with a small initiation of segregating the waste, and that segregation of waste has shown them the different path, right? Similar way, we can identify any of our problems. Need not be village problem. That is why I have taken one campus problem also to address this. So that is what we need to focus on. Everything will be opportunity better money for us. But the way we look is matters. Whatever your father's scolding, your mother's scolding, and fighting with the siblings, everything is an opportunity. But only the thing is the way we see is different. Why our mother will scold us? Why we will fight every time with the sibling? Out of that we will get something, right? So that is what every minor opportunity you utilize to get some outcome. That is what we need to focus on, right? So these are the various institutions. If you really wanted to become a social entrepreneur or a rural entrepreneur, any kind of entrepreneurship, so these are all the various institutions who are ready to give you assistance. If really your idea or your proposal is good, Anish was mentioning he wanted to become an entrepreneur. Anish, really, if you wanted to become an entrepreneur, come up with the idea and search out. These days, everything is in our hands, right? Search out in that particular way who can help us. If it is social entrepreneurship, Nana, these are the some institutions already giving assistance. They're ready to help us. They will add their experiences. They will train you, right? So these are the various institutions who are ready to help us. Okay, and I have recommended you one thing, right? Go through some successful entrepreneurs and write the key elements. If you are able to search and get, that is fine. If not, you can use these social entrepreneurs who are really success. Okay, I'll share Dr. Varghese Kurian story because I have been there, IRMA, 3 times. IRMA is Institute of Rural Management, Anand, Gujarat. And Amul products, whatever we have today, Amul milk, Amul cheese, Amul ice cream, everything, right? So Dr. Varghese Kurian is the founder of that Amul dairy. And before establishing the Amul dairy, he is known for the white revolution man. During 30s and 40s only, he fought for the rights for the farmers. Because of his intervention, today we are able to see all these, whatever rural areas, this land segregation and rural credit banks. You might have seen the farmers' loans and all, right? The services, such services has came into picture with his initiation initially. Right? So like this, we have all other social entrepreneurs here. You can go through and these social entrepreneur stories, and you can write the key elements, what made them success, what is their commitment, what is their hard work behind that successful entrepreneur, that you can go through it, right? And next further slides, I have many case studies, but I will share this goat farming case study and will conclude. Okay, so this goat farming, like maybe you may not even imagine that goat farming is also one of the entrepreneurship idea, right? So if you observe here, again, this is also case study of Maharashtra state. For the goat farming, they have come up with some loans and all through the rural credit society banks. Okay, so what they wanted to do out of this goat farming is they wanted to come up with the idea of goat milk sales. They are success. Right? So further, what is that their idea and the business strategy is they have established a proper structures for this goat farming. Okay, goat farming, it is not like simply just go out, come and no. They have even given some particular schedule to goats also. They have prepared a goat house like this. So out of this, they have come up with this street goat milk. If you search this street goat milk, you can find this is the farmers production center. Okay, so street goat milk today is having, there are some lakhs and lakhs of profits also. And initiators are women from the village. This you can type in the, like you can have videos also. Just you type street goat milk, you will get the founders, the producers are women, specifically widow women from the villages. And if you see now, they are getting some lakhs of profit. That is because of their action plan, their structure of implementation of the business. Yeah, these are the functionings of street milk. Right. So I have many also. I know. Everyone are feeling hungry. We'll conclude, no problem. Right. And I was even focusing on whether to go with their own business or some buying business, right? So here are few learnings that many of the businesses are copy paste businesses, like this Amazon, Flipkart, Ola, Uber. All these businesses are like not own businesses, copied from one country to the other country to the another country, right? But these also success. How they are success? Idea we might have copied from another, but action plan, the strategy, everything matters here. So that is the way, the perfect implementation of strategies is required, right? So finally, just I recommend everyone to watch this, and as soon as session completes, I will share this with everyone. So how we can make our dreams to come true. Anish, you watch this, you will be motivated, will be inspired, and also go through many of the entrepreneurs videos, case studies, and their success stories, magazines. You go through that, you will get full confidence that you can also become a successful entrepreneur after 4 years or 5 years of your time. Okay. So thank you so much for patience listening. I'll share these PPTs with all, Dr. Pavanji, Vishnu sir, and Aruna ma'am, everyone, so that the PPTs will reach to you. Thank you for the opportunity. I would like to thank one of my friend, of course, virtually we are friends till today, Vishnu sir, for giving me the opportunity, and Aruna ma'am for contacting me, and Pavan sir making this happen.
Okay, ma'am. Hello, everyone.
Thank you, Chandrasekhar.
This is M. Chandrasekhar, Department of Science and Humanities. It is my immense pleasure to offer vote of thanks to our today's resource person, T. Sandhya ma'am, Sandhya Garu, and on behalf of management, Matrusri Engineering College, principal, HOD of SNH, and students. I sincerely thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful, easy way of explanation by taking live examples, particularly from village, and motivating our students towards entrepreneurship, which would help them to pursue the career of their interest, which would further help in nation building, ma'am. Thank you very much once again. Thank you. Thank you, students.
Yeah, thank you, sir. And thank you all the freshman engineers all the very best. You can do anything, right? You have wonderful professors with you, your parents with you, always. The world is ready to help you, and don't blame the opportunities are not there. There are ample of opportunities are there. Only your thing is to how to grab that opportunities. So work in that direction. All the very best to all the students here. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Here is a small announcement. Students, the next session will start at 1:30 p.m. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, sir.